Ah, shit, I'm so smashed. Oh, now we're gonna make this fantastic. I'm gonna save the world with. We're gonna cure addiction. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna fuck our brains out. Yeah. Uh, I wish you could read my mind. Obedience is. I don't think it's sexy. It's only sexy because a lot of people think that I ain't sexy. Or they do. I don't know. I never had problems approaching. We're gonna have some makeup, not because that we have to close the door. We almost finished now, but you're not allowed. And when you're gonna become a hero from piss, when you're gonna be a piss hero, because I mean, oh. Yeah, this is a little crazy. And I mean, the person that's gonna. I mean, I have nothing to worry about. I mean, if nobody's loyal, they just know that I'm dead. So, but you shouldn't use that. You should use that. I mean, what it doesn't. Yeah. I don't know what. But I know I can make a difference for poor people. That the problem is that intelligent people, they know they ain't the smartest. I know I'm not the smartest, so that's why I'm always going around and just knowing I'm fooled, because I mean nobody has been telling me the truth. And the thing is, you don't want to tell the truth to a person where it's important. Yeah. And this about Bible and stuff. I mean, everything has a meaning, and this like, yeah, we freed our Moses, and we're getting to the fucking, but I mean, yeah, but everything is just the opposite. That's why it can't be found, because I need to put some sheets in my bed, and we don't want to direct this video because it's like ridiculous, and everybody's like, yeah, everybody's dying. Yeah, no wonder when you haven't found what can't be found that you worry about stuff. This is so overdosing here now. Because it's not important that women don't want me to survive for some kind of major reason. Thing that I shouldn't. Females don't suspect anything in this. And I'm fighting for, like, because I saw some quotes now about kids that I'm like a pedophile or something. I don't know what that purpose was, but you have these scientists and doctors that have concluded a lie detector thing, kind of a test and stuff, that they are talking that. I've also seen that. I would like to test it, because I would tell you the truth about it. Kind of a perfect lock. There are some innocent people. It's not just me that actually are innocently accused of things. I swear, I sometimes call females for hookers, and there's no beneficial of being offended from like some. I mean. And I think when it's about, of course, I'm just the thing about this, some of it might be AI, but you know, they want me to not check the AI. They want me not. So I'm gonna go for a pause. I believe I'm gonna. No, it doesn't. Mosquito that. No, it doesn't mean that. But doesn't it mean? No. No. This is just as weird for you as it is for me, because they're also like, they want to make me look like I'm a. So they can't say yes, they can't say no, and I mean, it's, yeah. But I don't think we shouldn't consider anyone going to jail or anything. People get panic from that, and that's when, yeah. No, it looks better. I was gonna use my smoking machine to get this sexual, but they don't want. You don't want somebody that needs to survive to have too much value unnecessarily, for some kind of a. Yeah, he's gonna make it kind of a, make a movie star become just fat lying in his bed and can't move, kind of a unintentional reason. It just seems like it is. It's not really that way. I'll be right direction back. Everybody just wants me to walk around and not telling me what's true and not true, because they don't want me to find anything and take away my license, kind of a team backup without medication. So I just gonna lie in the bed and be abused the entire life, and just, yeah, this is the way we're gonna make you a super stupid hero. Kind of a breaking promises, because they ain't telepathic technique like Hells Angels and all, and just now I'm gonna believe, yeah, so you die, and kind of a controlling, I own your. Yeah, but don't fear. There are some men that actually, I'm that kind of a man. I don't like those standing and letting people in, like in the middle, like weaker people, be messed with. When there is a lot of people and there is maybe a person from kid that you can relate to that is ugly, and a lot of popular people are like being mistreated, I get pissed off, because I don't think, yeah, because I'm a lion, I'm not a monkey. So I'm not, we are different. There's nothing bad about being a monkey. I mean, no, not, I'm a lion. Yeah, and a snake. No, but that, I don't believe, that doesn't have, I mean, ja. Ja, nej, men det betyder ju inte. Nej, men det kanske man ska, det är kanske det man ska tänka, fast man tänker inte så i alla fall. Does it make sense? Like, listen to this. Yeah, I'm a terrorist, and you gotta do it in Swedish to get the you don't want to offend people. Like, oh, you, this is, but like, think for itself. Yeah, science like spacecraft parked moon with magnets attached in the ground for like thousands of years that basically extinguished and like rebuilt the society in the like alien appropriate way. Yeah, that's Iran with all the Muslims covering. Let's go with bombs attached to their body and saying "Shalalalalalalalala." I mean, with an intelligent super spacecraft, some kind of a that's them. It doesn't make sense. So we're gonna go and attack them because they have a parked spacecraft here, which is so super technique and can like fly away. So they have to like put gunpowders and stuff inside and like go into public places and like don't tell the truth, and it looks like a moon, so it's them. It isn't like a spiritual meaning of like whatever was rest of the when the spacecraft arrived here and like extinguished Egypt. I mean, what happened? Just an entire city and like but that no, it doesn't mean like it should be stop here now. So those coming to you say dressed up in like sheets and stuff and like hiding with bombs underneath, like and like walk into there and like shalalala shalalala. Those are the owners of the super massive spacecraft circling. I mean, are stupid or something? Wouldn't they like use some telepathic energy or something? No, they would go with like guns and stuff and hijack a craft. It's not like a German Wilhelm Boeing that creating Boeing that actually is like a secret creating somewhere when it's not officially. Hey, look, public, this is the truth. Kind of a theory, please don't come and shoot me, and like yeah. The plan from the beginning was the palm oil that all the intelligent, evil rich people, like we have Putin and then we have the rest is not doing anything bad. And the plan was to get to the oil of shooting him, kind of a realization that you shouldn't stick your nose into anything until you've been used, until you just die, kind of a purpose. It wasn't. It just seems like it is. And the problem in the world are those putting gunpowders under sheets, going in to committing suicide. Is it really them then? It's not the doctors that are trying to make people manipulative believe that some of the coats in the spine is like hand grenades, kind of it's a phone inside your stomach and it's gonna blow if you ain't doing what I say. Feel my telepathic technique that ain't gonna take control of some kind of an aircraft. And like, yeah, okay, now you're blaming us that's trying to help you, so now you're gonna die. Yeah, but it can be several idiots. I'm not saying you're an idiot, but you have some good reasons of not telling me what's going on, because I'm using it for my benefit. This is so, I mean, I'm the most richest, of good things I'm full of. It's called shit. Yeah, but I'm not serious. This is just the blinding lights. So I think it's a made-up lie. This about their what they're saying about God. That's the reason why we named it to Shalla. That means squeal. Tell the cops. Yeah, and they are not just like a planning business that the first time you get busted, they just some people with some understanding of where the money goes just, yeah, this type of person is probably gonna do something about like this, so here's our business. He's gonna be in this, not like a rat, but like a prisoner, because you can mind read that this stupid idiot is gonna commit all these crimes basically from how you've been experienced, and just buy these companies and just make this money. That's not how it did. I mean, the healthcare, they would just like, if somebody just came and say, yeah, I got this pill, it costs nothing to produce and everybody's just going to be healthy, so the doctors can just go home from the work and never go back to them. And the doctors would, yeah, this is the business. Yeah, they would probably do that and just go to the working apartment and just, excuse me, I need to find a job. What's your qualification? I'm a doctor, a surgeon. I've heard that's the worst of them. Yeah, some of them do actually amazing things, but they, when, yeah, you don't want. Can we just? We don't want any ambulance of my heart going to stop or something. Bob Marley, Tupac. This was a pre-video of, yeah. We don't gonna find who to blame. We just gonna make people wake up. Kind of a don't get panic. Yeah, and just so this is how this is like a budget version. Såg ni? Ja, där var. We're gonna talk about like this. You know, females have thicker skin on their thighs, and they actually like spanking and get tied and stuff. Sexual. I have a lot of funny sex games that, yeah. No, I haven't, used this. We call it pincette. So this yeah, it's gonna be. But you have seen me on this forbidden substance that you end up in jail if you use. Kind of a. Not making me addicted to control and use me for money. That's just me blaming away. I don't want to take responsibility because I just could build a house or something that actually was. We're just gonna do it really basic. Yeah. And males, if you want to, you use yeah. I mean, we don't have time for but can you at least, because we need, yeah. there is a lot of things we're gonna mix it, because we're gonna heal the world from a female piss. The reason why males are using drugs and stuff, you've already figured it out. It's because, you know, they snort it up into their nose. Kind of it's a triggering, it's a loss of the piss. They are males, like, we're just teaching that it is disgusting, which is a lie. We're not different from animals. Because, you know, I've always had this when I was a kid, that I wanted to have a tail and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I want to have a tail just like, and yeah, and that's not referring to her. It's like we need to, that's so fun about all this. It's like, it's designed so the truth can't be found either, because if you find it, you're gonna blame somebody, so you, it's not like it's not obviously intentional. And this, like the moon, it's looking like a urine, yeah, stuff circling, and all this is about, yeah, whoops, you have a positive urine test that the doctor have something not intentionally to do with this. Like the moon is not, it's not like a religion parked spacecraft here looking like somebody is holding to his pit, and it's a urine piss thing, kind of a doctor control system that you ain't allowed to use this stupid substance, kind of a it's and this, that it also is attracting to me, like kind of a, what gets me turned on, kind of, nobody's gonna tell that, so we won't make sickening money from people using drugs and shooting each other business. That, so it's a coincidence that it looks like the moon is like something holding, because it's like a big, yeah, that's what it looks like, kind of a, then you blame it on somebody stupid, yeah. So it's a coincidence that they are, yes, yeah, we have a positive, because, and we have no idea that people are after you, so this doesn't mean it can't be positive. I do not use benzodiazepine, okay? Yeah, I've used it, but not then. Yeah, I've used a lot of drugs when I was younger. Yeah, even tried to inject once or something, that they want me to believe that I got HIV or some paranoid stupid, but they don't want that. It's just me being, and I don't believe it's pisses. This is gonna heal the world. The world needs female piss. I mean, I want to snort it up my nose. Okay, I got a confession. The first woman I meet that I'm gonna sexually interact with after this, I'm not gonna, you wanna taste and see how it tastes different, yeah, but it's women piss, it's not a humiliation, it's being kind. I mean, all women, they always say when they're gonna go and piss, if you think about it, oh, I need to go and take a pee. That's not, excuse me, I'm sounding ridiculous, and they are talking about that it's something weird and goes away, and treat a woman in a very good way, and she will yeah, I have to go and piss, because she wants to drug you. It's a drug, you get high. That's the missing thing, why men become addicted, because they believe it pisses, it's perfectly sterilized when it comes out of the female, if she ain't sick. But I mean, animals, they don't go and piss in front of each other when they're sick to mate, then they feel bad, they don't mate, so you don't get the bacteria. Yeah, okay, yes, you know, it's there, they say it's there, but that was maybe just a lie. That doesn't mean it. I drink it. It's it tastes less than hot tap water, cold tap water, because the difference in salt and heat is equal to what's in your mouth, the tongue. So you won't feel how you think that it's, because I'm gonna empty her entire. And when a female piss, it's a lot. So it's because you should smell. That's the kind thing about it. And that's why the pulse is also like two poles standing right, because the nose is attracted to female pulse. I have this super snake power in the Bible, that in the Christianity means that the snake is evil. That is the opposite. It has super mental. That's why I can see things. That just as proof of me being a snake, because a snake is a god that has superpowers, not like in the Bible it's gonna be related to some kind of Adam's apple that's gonna get puffed. Open up your eyes. Yeah, how I they just want to take away the sexuality of me being transvestite, because that is a negative feeling for the business doctors that had nothing to do with this. Yeah. I'm not laughing because I'm not. This is and this is like This is better. I need we call it tops. Probably you also call it that. And a normal reaction, because there's nothing wrong with females, because they simply, if they want the man, they simply want him for themselves. So they basically say things that is nothing weird. But sometimes I can have bad breaths. Sometimes I can have a bad smell. You know, you ain't supposed to live in a cabin where you don't have concentration. When you get horny all the time, and ain't gonna go away and have a normal tap water and like clean it off and like just sit in a cabin and being inspected by the world. So they're gonna conclude that, yeah, you ain't, because that's not normal, and just lie in the bed and not be physically attractive, that people should go and consider. Because I mean, where should I don't even have water in. Yeah, I have water in the tap. So when and my controlling Hells Angels relatives go inside there and like, yeah, that's gonna take control, because, and I mean, I don't judge them either. I don't think they've done anything, because it's a calculated system with them having to be evil against somebody that is their own family member. It's not like they created me because they want to be sadistic against anyone. So, but what have they done to you? I mean, it's so stupid. So I'm not holding any grudges against anybody, because they have to, with this belief of, yeah, anyone who tells who shot my friends is gonna get killed, and I'm so sorry they ain't alive, kind of a psychosis everybody's living in, basically. Yeah, you don't want to hear the truth. It's just let it go. And females don't. Yeah, the first woman that I'm gonna interact sexually with, I'm not gonna, because I'm having such a lust after female piss that I'm not gonna taste how it tastes. I'm just gonna drink her entire urine thing until it's empty. I'm just gonna suck it before the piss have gone out of her urine thing, and swallow it before the rest that is still gonna go out. So it's not like she's gonna piss, I'm gonna suck it out of her. Yeah. So the first female interacting pissing on me, she don't even have to think about it if it's gonna taste good, because I'm so thirst of it. So now I'm horny, thinking of sleeping with my nose, falling asleep under her sweaty impulse of drugs. Yeah, and this heals the world. They want, and between her leg with the nose falling asleep. It's also safety. I'm trying to get the tops, but I simply don't know where I don't want to go inside and waste unnecessarily a lot of yeah, but this is killing importance for me, so I won't be unnecessarily so likely to survive kind of an important. That's not the intention, it just seems like it is, but it's not. And we don't have any, yeah, we need the yeah, but just so we go back to the, this is not, well, it's hurry also with yeah, cracking the code. The plan is not that I'm gonna just, the president is so stupid, congratulations, ironically, so you're just gonna accumulate, so it's your karma that we want you to have, kind of trying to make me think. But I mean, I mean, his name is almost Triumph. Like the plan is that he's gonna make America the best. That's why the name is that way. So of course this isn't the outcome. It's just so it manipulated. It's gonna be me that goes into some Trump. I mean, how dumb do you think I am? Yeah, this looks really. I don't have any money, and women want money. No, they actually just want to be spiritual, happy with. Yeah, they like social status and stuff. They like to have puppies and lots of sex. If they feel for an attraction. And I mean, the best, when females are young, they like practicing breastfeeding and playing all these inspection games with their reproduction, because they say females, they are like earlier than boys. And this isn't, we are in a hurry and we want to make some like me. We don't want none to like me, just want maybe. This is, I'm almost, I need to, but this is, nobody thinks, this is drag queens, you know. It's not like they did this in Egypt and it just came some alien that doesn't piss on the ground in some spacecraft and just add some DNA and created humanity that was like, everything was here for a million years back in like 15 or 45,000 years ago, the evolution. I mean, nothing ever during any human have developed from one species to another, nothing indicating. They look exactly the same. And I mean, if you conspiracy like this, it's very dangerous to have this kind of a transvestite sitting on sickening hospitals, saying, please, can I, my pit is too small and no females will be attracted to me because I can't fuck. Yeah, it's not the largest, maybe I'm useless in bed, but I don't believe. Some might, you need, and this is also like, but if all people, but you don't want to be with, and like the dads like try to get rid of him and they basically couldn't because I was so charming in some kind of a, I don't know, maybe I ain't. I like females, the energy, and they also like when they interact, and so much I have to say, so I forget what's the, but the important thing is already said. So, but what, because I believe something is what they go through when they, because they are not afraid of death. That's what I like about, this looks, but it looks, you have to remind you of the last videos. This was like, but kind of and some, but we are very interested in the menstruation coagulates blood, that, it doesn't, they don't do this because they simply lick each other, because no males are allowing this bloody coagulated taste. It looks like a piece of a tongue or something when it's in the trousers, and you just, and if it's on. And I love when I get their menstrual, and like their when the drips from them goes down into the nose. So when you have you go around, you don't take it away. You go around and smell it without having to be with her. So you get horny and have sex with her again, and play games when she's. This putting on her makeup before it's gonna go out. Yeah, the seals. Okay. I'm gonna attach some Elvis to this. And we're gonna try it this way, just because it's gonna look really stupid, I believe. Okay, yeah, but you gotta do. This was not because it's important also for the female menstruation. They go through this. They are not afraid of that before they get a birth to a kid, because I was afraid of that when I was a kid for some kind of. And I was like friends with a lot of females. So they have that phase, I believe, because I had it. I was afraid even if I was a boy, I was afraid of giving birth to a kid. That makes me believe I have some kind of female spirituality in me. They overcome this fear to take a risk to die for somebody else's life. Males don't overcome this in that way that female have. That's why they are. Nicer in that way. I think a lot of females actually can relate to that kind of anxiety and stuff and hormones and kind of things, because I believe I have some kind of spiritual connection, which females do have, like they can telepathically understand kids, so they overcome it before they get family. Some men never overcome it. They just go around and being, they have this gay test, this rubbing a rubber on the hand and pour salt in it. Then you're not homosexual if you don't scream. Okay, that's not indicating that they're longing for piss. And the females, they have this, we're blood sisters, so we rub our blood in our hands. That's not unawaringly associating, because they go down on each other because they get so horny when they have their period. Some of them, probably, most likely, because that's when they start to coming and stuff with me, when I start drinking their piss and stuff, and being attracted to them like animals. I want to be an animal, because we are animals. They're in our instincts. So all these drug addictions and stuff that they made up and tried, because they are abusing and controlling for piss, making forced money and stuff, and we're gonna do it this way, and shit, we have a lot to talk about. Gonna pause. And a female, I just tell them about how important it is that they keep pissing themselves. That's I get all this concentration. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm a narcissist because I like to see myself in a mirror. And that's also the mirror thing that ain't circling around the Nazi thing on the moon. That's not true, of course. Don't stick your nose into... No, but it's not like they're telling me. They are actually very serious. You don't have anyone to tell if you can see mirror reflections on the sky. And doctors, they just know how afraid you are of things like this, because it's, of course, that's a machine that's not supposed to exist found in Germany. That's just me being AI or something. Yeah, it's rotating from light, but that could just be a coincidence of me being there because I just gonna die, kind of a, yeah. But I don't believe that. And this female sex before they're going to, because my head, that's where I get my intelligence from. Okay, not done it. I've done it. But I, yeah, I want to play it also. So I haven't drinked for, and I'm not a drinker. I just started. I'm drinking for making me look impressive for years or something. But I started after a while because I got so tired of being out of meds. So I'm just doing it for the dopamine. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Oh. And it's not like when you're stressed and stuff that your hormone level change, so you start to smell either. Kind of a intelligent mathematic. He's never gonna be. So you will get some help. Kind of a science. Because sometimes when I've been stressed, but I don't. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, people you don't realize. And I've heard that I never have, but I do have sometimes. But I've heard the opposite also. Yeah, they're gonna sit on your head because it's a spiritual thing. We have all these genetics, a bit of it from all animals basically in us. And when they're sitting with their hips on your head, and they're call it ruvar, it means that make the egg hatch from sitting on your face with her cunt, pussy, so you can smell these hormones before you're going out to for like half hour. That doesn't mean like that, but for a while. It takes a while for a woman to put on makeup, like some kind of teasing game. And I mean, she will do it, and this gives intelligence. I've calculated. And also, you can improve your sexual when you're having orgasms if you take your arm, because I. Kind of a blame away when the females want the male. They lie a little. They can even lie. They just want to. They don't really care for if they want. They're the goddess creators. I call them baby pressers. No, it's not referring to that. Kidneys. That's why kidney. The female, they don't get. They want to go and pee. When you've been nice to them, you should go after it, because that's when you go to school, they walk. And there's nothing weird about the males behind. Not because they're lazy or because it's unawareingly telepathic. Have you seen this Egyptian with this to the sun? It's like this. If everybody's gonna be like somebody is gonna be, he's blaming everything he's been through on others, and that's like being told to people, and they're telepathically going and thinking, he's a blamer in other people's lives, kind of a curse. They will manifest what they believe. Basically, all doctors are the power of what they believe is very strong. There is none of the doctors who just weren't absolutely sure just because they believed. I was afraid of things. which I weren't. Yeah, sometimes I was afraid. That you see what you believe. So if all are just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna wait. Oh, okay, for what? Yeah, but we can't really tell. Oh, okay. Go and take a look what he's doing. So they telepathy, and then if you're considering that you're blaming away on somebody. No, this is like spiritual reality. Everything is connected, and there is technique also that can mind read for probably thousands of millions of years, just to some super. But you need a doctor if you start saying something. But are you thinking about it? So just take down all this, search for answer in the universe and just build a hospital for doctors and treatment. Yeah, but you don't want to make fun of them. I mean, they're doctors. They're not gonna take shit. I mean, they got scalpels, and I mean, if you're looking for a murder, you wouldn't go to a doctor. They are not to be considered. I mean, I saw things on my Facebook today. It was like if I see feet, I get a reaction. But like intentions, like of using like fear and stuff, like. Because sometimes it has been, some girl being like a teenager or something. But that's not, I'm not attracted to, because kids' feet, they don't stink. It's wrong to say stink. Because it tastes, it's when you feel that smell, you want to come. That's the intention of that. It's the best smell. That's the ecstasy of. But the kids doesn't smell because they don't have these sexual hormones, not even in their piss. So it's not attractive. But they think, but a small, cute, because so he have to be concluded. No. Have you seen any animals going after the puppies and like smelling on their paws and like, this is to mate with? No, because it ain't that way. So I don't know why, but I mean, don't refer it to anything. Draw any conclusions or like this is very important that we do not speculate, and I respect there is probably good reasons for that. I'm telling you, so I'm probably gonna be accused for some crime. I've heard but I thought he was joking, but maybe he ain't. But I'm not a transvestite. I'm just making me I'm trying to shape up for pleasing my female when it comes to taking care of her blood and piss, kind of that make them feel breathingly horny to fuck. And it is, and they like this kind of body fluid kind of a make from when they're with kids and experiments. So they are very into this thing. They just don't want me to tell it. But I'm doing it because it's normal, and they have somebody that is gonna stand there and tell the truth. And the spanking and the fetish and the like games of sex and tying people, without anything about hanging. Like cage. It doesn't mean that. And this teasing sexual games. I mean, they like to be spanked and like. I mean, all this about the Egyptian gods and stuff holding like this and stuff, and it's not like they extinguish them and like pretending those are them, and kind of so you can't find it when they're doing that. No, because it's like sexy to tame kids when you. It's like taming animals, kind of how you make it into a sexual game. raising kids is sexy when you tame them. It's also important to manifest this kind of things in having sex with each other. And my favorite is this leather hot pants, jeans hot pants, everything that's gonna contaminate and like spell so much menstruation blood for me to and they are, but that's gonna be, but you want it to be much. You want this when you that's true. It's not, and I think my head is like, because when I'm gonna talk to me, because I can have this, it's hard to see, but it's like a male penis also in the shape. So I think this bald head is gonna be very good to a sexual stimulation, because when I'm walking by with my head and I have this, it looks like a penis on this here, on my head. So they're gonna see a penis walking around, so they're gonna be like triggered of getting interested in fucking every time I just, without even knowing it, they're gonna see, oh, there is a dick. So it will get their that's why they don't want to fuck with me. Yeah. And when I want several wives, this is like, but they are not gonna, but that's not because they don't like it. They don't like to be in a position where they're not being liked. Like, you're being abused, and they want like alpha males. And because the society is the completely not Dr. Truth of making just as much knowledge money of doing things that is appropriate to the law, like put people in hell from making them addiction to amphetamine for life prison, that justice, you're saving their lives, when they're just gonna be worse than sitting in a prison for life, just because they have knowledge and it's not aware of that. So we don't have lifetime prison in Sweden, but that's not true. We have this doctor legal amphetamine that you just, those who you want to not like and control, just make addicted from amphetamine legally, and then just, we want to save your heart life, and not that, and take it away to be a savior. No, but he ain't taking it away. It's not gonna change. That's just it. And he's not serious, he's just faking it also, because this is illegal. It's not like a female just feels, this feels absolutely safe. I mean, this is how I train making out with my actually getting sometimes wet kind of interaction females, because we train to be able to feed kids kind of who wouldn't like to piss on me? That's disgusting. Animals do such a thing. So, before you go out tonight, can you please sit on my head and warm it some intelligence, and let me smell your hormones from the inside of your skin. This fatty, arousing thing that is on the side of the... And the best is when they're like the hairy saver, not like, no, he doesn't have a past like I do. They don't shave. The piss stays there to be aroused, yeah, to more for you to smell it also. So I have very good experience. One of my first, yeah, didn't say at all. That was no, she didn't have a past like I do. But this is. I like to have a tampon of female menstruation blood and put it in a cup of tea, because that would be my cup of tea. So all the addiction in the world is they're longing for piss. Females' piss is suppressed in society. It's not okay to be attracted to piss. It's not, and this some might be like they are this like they're saying like, yeah, it's forbidden to have sex with the relatives and they're forcing them, and this isn't it just a doctor business that I mean, some animals and stuff, I guess they mate even if they're family and stuff and get kids sometimes. This is just a theory, and like seeing Iran or Islam or something like a threat, business, money-making healthcare system of if you have sex with relatives having very good kids, kind of a lie that's gonna make you very healthy from not giving any amphetamine to somebody who's just not gonna move to save the world. No, I'm not referring. That's drug addiction. That's forbidden. It's because it's suppressed. We're suppressing female piss that's gonna heal the world. That's why they snort up the drugs in their nose, and all the doctors are gonna save them from not dying from this lust of menstruation blood and piss. That's why they snort it in their nose and get an erosion that they get addicted from, because it's a design system that you should be. That's why boys say, I want to go after drugs, and all the female get so offended and like, yeah, we really don't like this, and like, yeah, you get because they want to be them giving you this feeling. They don't want them to go for the drugs. They want them to snort their piss. They want them to eat their like fluids, feeding kind of games, like eating food, dinner stuff, sex games with a woman from eating of each other's, yeah, like grapes, very similar to female feet with the toes and stuffs. Like the parallel of how kidneys looks like. I like to drink wine with my woman. That first you need this alcohol process. That's why alcohol, because it's so vulnerable. It's also, I mean, the reason why alcohol is the only permitted and not amphetamine workaholic, make a lot of getting free in society kind of system, and it's alcohol is because people get really it's like drink. It's the process is basically the same as gasoline. That's just some kind of other kind of, because the way you use when you're doing is like you're creating you're probably a lot of people they no, it doesn't mean like that, but they. It's like you're drinking gasoline. It's only a different bacteria or mushroom or something that's gonna process, and what you basically do to create it. And it also seems exactly like piss. It's like a curse because you get burned from gasoline. If like, yeah, you speak the truth, it's kind of ironic of this code of female piss gonna save the world. Because nobody wants that, so you get burned in this very useful gasoline process of yeah, basically very similar to how the energy in the body. Some theories is like without the moon even you wouldn't even have to eat, that you actually were more immortal. But now when the moon is there and there's some being somewhere living for all by telepathically using our life until we die somewhere and become mortal, and we are being used. Theories also of yeah, on the moon and stuff somewhere on the opposite side of the sun, unequal to Earth, because there are several moons, at least mirror reflectors that can affect the weather, kind of destroy the entire for this flood system history. That's yeah, you can see the on the Earth if it's true, because and the Earth is probably more like a citrus or something in the shape, just like the moon, like pyramid, like my head. And if you take this like this, my skull, and like over the Cillian circle, you get exactly this symbols. And if you follow it, you go up to this, yeah, like everybody's gonna think it's like, yeah, in yeah, Trondheim, but it's not, because if you follow these arrows, it goes above Trondheim and a little bit there. You have this like island outside which look like a female, yeah, where the piss is, and there is like a man in front of that kissing and smelling this crater that's deeper than the ocean around, because it's like oil and stuff that the water can't go in, which is symbolizing like yeah, a female piss, and the man just loves it, and all the female wants him in like kind of yeah, but it's official, it's in Trondheim, you know, where yeah, it's really green, so it's not above there like a female. It's a coincidence, everything is no intentions, it's just yeah, that he's just gonna go around and yeah, kumbaya. That's why they do this. Yeah, I wanted to have some, but maybe we can add the music later. Yeah, but then I get like, yeah, I can't say that. Then somebody's gonna, yeah, you're trying to say this, so now you're not gonna be alive because, yeah. And I probably have all the autistic and Asperger syndromes, but yeah, I heard they were talking about Muslims or something that was needed to be extinguished because they are so evil from yeah, in the United States. Was just like, was I there and did something to them? It almost sounded like I was there and like was mean to them or something. I just hope all these good people ain't what it seems like, and it's like just a theater or something. Yeah, I just heard corpses and stuff around in my, but you know that you're so that's not, yeah. They're crazy, these people. They just want, they don't care for it should be women, and some women have that's why we become homosexual and that's and gay and all of this, because we ain't doing it proper. We should share a man, and there come a doctor spacecraft and just introduce this and forgot and some just know this technique, and how it works nobody really knows, because if you just forget it and just create it and just give the power, then nobody can take it, because it can't be found. Because how does this work? I don't know. How are you gonna take away that from somebody? It's so intelligent, but I think some people might know it though, and that this just is, yeah. But it wouldn't be stupid, would it? Yeah. Yeah, free energy, that it would be so easy, but they don't want that, because they want you to be paying just, yeah. And the doctors where I was like accused, it's a coincidence that the doctor hospital, the government for decisions for people that's gonna be retardedly sick, like we have this no, it doesn't mean free, the judges and everything about this stuff is located at the hospital. It's the psychic clinic, it's the hospital, it's the court, it's the judge, it's the, we call it a kind man, you know, when it's somebody that's gonna care. No, it doesn't mean free. Yeah. We have something you ain't allowed to tell to be allowed to survive. So this is what you can't tell. And then, just so you're gonna make this, guess what, people? He ain't allowed to say this. And he can keep his mouth shut about this. He's gonna be allowed to stay alive. Yeah, but I'm not saying it's you. But I mean, how stupid is it? I know what you ain't allowed to say. So if I just Anandine and yeah, I'm not dead, so that can't be the intention. I mean, it's not sexually interesting for any woman to get me in some kind of a leash or something. I've seen quotes like, people don't believe I'm attracted to them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're really stupid. Yeah, when you get help, you ain't gonna like. And that's also why is it called kidney. It's not an unawareingly kind of a thing that a female knowledge doctor or something in some kind of a way have kids and kidney. Could have been a male actually from studying animals that came to the conclusion, because they are attracted to piss that's gonna make you want to produce and like, yeah, but animals, they just mate once, so we are not animals, so I'm really not at the right place. It's not like we are going around sweating our feet like we get an overdose from this hormone because we keep it closed, so we are always interested so that's why it's named kidney, because from piss you create kids. And I don't want to drink baby piss either. Totally uninteresting. And it's not, like I said, scaring females either, because it's I have to take a break. Yeah, but you're taking care of kids, and piss wouldn't be an issue. So of course they wouldn't be afraid of a male not afraid of that. And this, before we continue, you've seen this, the ears look exactly like, yeah, you have two, one penis in that direction and one penis in that, but there's actually a female breast, and one is yours and one is your soul sister. One is yours and one is your soul sister. That's gonna, and it looks like a bird that is like, oh, feed me, because you're sharing a man and the pregnancy. And yeah, like, this isn't somewhere that, and like when females like males that have no problems with yeah, interacting with, so females, all females are being fooled by me, but actually not fooled either, because I always look down, because that's a natural instinct also, because I'm a spiritual being, and everybody, yeah, you look at that female's feet, you are cheating, but I mean, that's not cheating. Cheating in when you're desired and you don't decide what to do with it. If you're interacting, because if you are aware, a spiritual being, you are aware that every time you meet a person, you're gonna calculate, like all animals, any reaction in the world of reproduction. That's in all of us, aware or not aware. So that's not cheating. And I'm just physical, so anyone approaching me because I'm so spiritual, in contact with no understanding of reality, that I react every time. Even if I'm not interested in a woman, I get, because if a woman approach, that's a very nice compliment, especially for a, yeah. Why females have a more secure way of interacting with fluids, because they've trained that. And now it's gonna, do you know how to tell the difference from if it's breast milk from the, and that's, you're not because you come you ain't probably supposed to drink it from cows, because they have some kind of unhealthy way of affecting us, because the doctor says it's very good to, but they say it's not good for me to have this dangerous, because I'm so afraid of people. Yeah, you stop worrying after a while, you get used to it. Yeah. The female from real woman, it tastes sweeter than because you get some troubles from you know meant to, because you ain't cows. So you get some recommendation of that being very good, because they don't make any money of that. That's going to offend a lot of religions, so if you conclude that, you simply won't survive. But they are holy, and yeah, Egypt also had this vision of females, and they want to, like, it's offending, and something bad about the religion was that cows was holy. So all those that wasn't extinguished are those, like, saying some of the animals are being spiritual beings, are what's still there from the religion that Moses saved everybody. It's not like everybody was living free without a lot of issues, with a lot of treasures in, like, respect for people that have passed in tombs and stuff. That could be also made up laser technique lies just because we should believe, yeah, this is long ago, some maybe just intention, just to figure what the pyramids were for, actually built just by that, figuring what's the truth reason that is the reason of them, because that's, well, we're not sure about that, but it could be. But I believe they created them was like free electricity that was invented of some kind of a not Nazi niled that never happened either. Most things probably didn't happen, and there is no underworld somewhere, not under here. That is also like this friendly, helpful, confusing. It's just we making those sounds. Just you should, yeah. But it's not it doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't either. So you don't, yeah. It smells sweeter because it's the milk that is meant for female breast, and that's when because you want to taste if it's sour or not. When you female, I don't like males tasting. I mean, that's when they become fruity and like interesting. When you should be a male and sexual, but the problem is I want to fuck my wife when she's breeding my kid, kind of a family feeling. My wife's actually, they like group sex because they get, I mean, when you are with females, if they hear that others in the surrounding is having sex, they say, what are they doing? They want to fuck when they hear other people. That's what they like about me when I'm coming, because because males are also, they don't sound when they come. Females, they sound because they like this. That's why they sound, because they are so attracted to somebody's sounding also. Kind of a reason I believe they like to give it, because they really yeah. They want to share a man. Yeah, but yeah, they do. It's just because it's not accepted. They won't be, and it depends. You can't be like you have to be. You can't be like a kid. You have to be grown up. Yeah, but that I'm not. That's not. I'm not just frustrated, understandable. Just yeah.